everybody. So if you know me already, cool, thank you for returning and watching this video again. If you are new, thank you again for clicking on this video. So my name is Georgia Rose, for those who don't know me. I am from Perth, Western Australia. The last time I posted was January 30th with my Japan vlogs. Since then I haven't posted anything, and I think that one of the big things I need to do is address it. So I didn't post for nearly a year, and I guess the thing I can say about it is I didn't feel confident enough, but I have regained my confidence and I am pretty ready to film again. So usually people don't do this stuff until New Year's or New Year's Day, but because I don't really think anything interesting is happening between now and New Year's, I will be doing my video now. So it's called A Year in Review. And basically we're just going to look back at my 2019 because it has been a pretty fantastic year in my opinion. So I guess we should start talking about Japan, when I did my first completely solo trip. It was pretty exciting and scary to know that there was no one on the other side to pick me up from the airport. I spent my first day going to Shibuya, the world's busiest crosswalk, and did the basic thing of trying a Starbucks. Let me tell you, it was pretty overrated. So day 2 was spent in Sunshine City, where I went to the Pokemon store and was probably in there for about 2 hours just trying to look at everything. That day was pretty uneventful, but day 3 was probably the best and the worst day of all of my days. So day 3 I went to the Studio Ghibli Museum, which was absolutely fantastic. Prior to going to Studio Ghibli, I accidentally joined a tour which I thought was just taking us straight to the museum, so that was pretty funny. Studio Ghibli was so good that I ended up crying twice because of the newfound appreciation that I have because of the effort that the animators put into their work. Like, I can't even describe it. I get speechless every time I think about it. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any photos inside the museum, but in a way that's kind of cool because it means I can't spoil the experience for anyone else. So after I finished up at Studio Ghibli 5 hours later, I went to the Pokemon Cafe and I had my booking, which was really cool. We had little Pikachu come out and dance for us and we could shake his hand. The food wasn't the greatest, but it was cute. Like, everything I think was more about aesthetics and the experience more than it was about the taste. It was probably my most expensive meal on the trip, but I absolutely recommend doing it once if you're a Pokemon fan. I then, after the dinner, was trying to get home with 1% battery on my phone, and I started to panic and have a bit of an anxiety attack when all of a sudden a taxi driver rocks up, and he didn't help me. He ended up refusing me, but then another taxi driver came along and he took me to the wrong hostel but went out of his way to make sure that I got home safely. So for the rest of the trip, it was an amazing trip. I won't highlight every single thing, but from Tokyo to Kyoto, I forgot to transfer out of the gate, which meant my Suica card was inactive and I could only use it for purchases at like food stores. Thank you, Family Mart! And then in Kyoto, I also made my friend Dorothy. She took me out to this beautiful restaurant in the morning for breakfast, and I tried raw egg in rice for the first time. I can tell you it's not that nice. It's kind of odd and the texture in your mouth is weird, but it's for some people, it's not for others. And then from Kyoto to Osaka, I met some absolutely beautiful people who helped me at the train station, make sure I knew where I was going, and because of those people helping me, more people started to talk to me, and I really did appreciate that. I did Universal Studios, which was fabulous. I'm not a huge rides fan, especially when I'm on my own, so I think if I had someone else with me, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. And I went to Nara. Nara was fabulous. I spent all day there. I spent probably $30 to $40 just on the deer crackers, and I was feeding so many deer. I got chased by deer. I watched a kid get chased by a deer. Like, it was such a good time. I think if you want to watch more of that though, go to my Japan vlogs, because this year has been great. I visited my hometown for the first time in over a year and I had a fabulous time. I got to turn 19, which was also fabulous, and I had a big birthday party. I got to watch my cat be a psycho a million times. I also went to Bali with my family, which was always going to be a good time because I don't get to see my family every day. So it's always nice spending the time with them. And the good thing about this trip was it was just to relax. There was nothing I had to do. I could just stay at the villa if I wanted to and go swimming whenever I felt like it. I did get really sick on this trip, but it was good fun. I went to a few raves and severely regretted it the next morning, but that's all part of the fun, is going and doing things and being young. I'm not getting any younger, and that's what life is living through experiences. I got to see some beautiful sunsets. I went back to uni for 1.5 semesters before deciding that I was too stressed and it was taking a toll on me for the worst. And then I left, and I don't regret leaving uni. It was probably the best decision I ever made because I got to make more work opportunities. It gives me an opportunity now to travel more, and I've even made the decision to go backpacking for a couple of years next year. I don't know what will happen, but it also means I have to give up my animals for a certain period of time. And thankfully for the friends and family I have, I am able to leave them with my friends and family. I got to go and explore a bit more of Perth's culture and meet some new people, reconnect with some old faces, and watch my friends graduate from uni. And to me, that was such an exciting time. I got to help my good friend book her flights for Bali for her and her boyfriend, and it was really exciting. There was nothing more fabulous to watch the suspense of, oh my gosh, I'm booking something, to, oh my god, I've just booked it. Like, we get to do all of these cool things, and I think that life is based more so on experience than it is on anything else. My housemate and I discovered some new things and did some crazy things and had some wild nights, and some of those nights ended badly, other ones turned out really great, and that was also great. I got to have a few boogies with my friends, and I think that this year was a big monumental year for myself personally, not for the fact of I did lots of cool things, because I did, but I think this year I found myself more than I have found myself, I think, any other year, and I learnt more about who I am. I got to like myself more. My self-esteem has bettered now that I have ditched all the stress in my life, and the thing is, my friends and family helped create this positive experience for me, and I don't think I would have found myself as well as I have without them. This year has been a really, really great year, and I am looking forward to what 2020 is going to bring me, especially with my new adventure in January and then my other adventure in July. If you had made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all of the footage and photos from my year all around. It's been a great year, and I really do look forward to what 2020 has to bring me. So thank you for watching, and if you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, that's okay, just click off, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.